Action.
Ms. Hanson, thank you so much for coming in. Hope you haven't been waiting too long.
Not at all, Detective.
Dickerson, please have a seat.
You wouldn't mind telling me what this is all about, would you? Your message didn't say much.
I didn't want to alarm you over the phone.
But it's okay in person? Fine. I am alarmed. Why am I here?
Well, it's about your father.
My father's dead.
Oh, I know, but we just received the autopsy reports.
Autopsy? Why was an autopsy done? The doctor said it was a heart attack.
Oh, I know, but when a relatively healthy man shows up dead in a hotel room, police usually want to check it out. Anyway, that's what the Chicago police did right before they shipped his body back here, so.
Detective, my father wasn't a young man.
He wasn't exactly old either. Let me ask you, did he have any history of heart problems?
Not that I know of.
And his doctor didn't know of any either, so there's our problem.
Okay, you've lost me. What problem?
Well, it appears that during the autopsy reports, a heart drug was found. Now, in this particular case, this drug is used to stabilize an irregular heartbeat. Problem is, in a healthy man or a healthy person, that can actually cause a heart attack. Now, you just said that he doesn't have any history of heart problems, so why would this drug be present? Any thoughts on that?
Absolutely none.
You know, I was really hoping you could shed some light on this whole thing for me.
Well, I'm sorry. I can't.
You and your father didn't get along too well, did you?
You know who my father was, don't you?
Everybody knows who your father was. Why?
Because it sounds like you're trying to create something that isn't there. Maybe generate a little publicity for yourself along the way?
Is that what it sounds like to you?
Yes, it does. Should I have a lawyer here?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Do you need a lawyer here?
I didn't think so until you started this line of questioning.
What line of questioning? All I asked was if you and your father got along. And you know what? You still haven't answered me.
We got along fine.
Really? Your business partners didn't seem to think so.
Look, my father had definite ideas of how our business should be run. A lot of times, we had words over those ideas. It's natural in business.
I wouldn't know. I'm just a cop. But what I do know is he's gone now. And, you're the boss.
As it should be. I was next in line, okay? Are we done?
I have just one more question for you. Do you know this man?
Yes, it's Joseph Chambers.
He used to work for you, didn't he?
He worked for the company. My father fired him.
When?
About a year and a half ago, I guess.
When was the last time you saw him?
I don't know. I assume around the time he was fired?
Do you know where he is now?
No, and I really don't care.
Calm down, okay? Can you have a seat, please? I'm gonna fill you in. He's in a jail cell downstairs. Okay, a chambermaid in Chicago thought she saw him coming out of your father's room. And when your father turned up dead, they dusted his room and Chambers' fingerprints were on the knob. He was arrested here a few hours ago. Do you know what we found in his room?
Let me guess. Heart medication.
Bingo!
Congratulations. You've cracked the case.
You know, you really don't seem too terribly broken up by this whole thing.
Look, Detective, you were right about one thing. My father and I were not the best of friends. Then again, he wasn't friends with many people. He used to say he wouldn't be surprised if he was killed one day by a business associate, a competitor, or an ex-wife. He had 5, you know. So I'm really not surprised of how his life ended.
And you haven't seen Joseph Chambers in over a year.
I told you I haven't. Are you implying that I had something to do with this?
Let me just put it this way. You had the most to gain.
You're deluded. Not to mention treading dangerously close to libel. You have Chambers in custody. What more do you want?
The one who planned this. Because I have more than a hunch that it wasn't Joseph Chambers. Look at this. You see this highlighted number? Someone called Chambers from your office at 6 o'clock the day before your father went to Chicago.
Correction. someone called Chambers from the switchboard. There are over 1,500 people working in that building, any of which who could have stayed late and called. Now, do you have anything else? I didn't think so. Good evening, Detective.
You're pretty sure of yourself, aren't you?
Not really. I just know what I did and didn't do. Also, if my father taught me anything, it was not to be intimidated by people who are beneath me and not half as smart as I am.
Let me tell you something, okay? Even smart people make many big mistakes.
Not in my case. Anyway, do you want to take a shot at me? Go ahead. But when you miss, and you will, you're going to fall, and fall hard.
Let me tell you something, all right? When I take a shot, I never miss. And if I choose to come after you, you're going to be the one to fall, I guarantee it.
You need anything else? Call my attorney.
You have this card already for me, didn't you?
I'm always ready.
We'll see. You can go.
I know.
Okay. All right, let's talk about it. Good.